What you're about to see is not normal. It breaks every expectation of what's possible. These are truly insane dance moves happening at an unbelievable level of control. Every movement is controlled with extreme precision and flawless execution. But the speed is unreal, with everything happening faster than the eye can follow. This is not just choreography, this is next-level coordination and performance control. This is precision at another level, showing complete mastery and coordination. And it only gets more intense as the performance keeps accelerating forward. Every dancer reacts instantly to every change with total control and awareness. There is no delay. Every movement connects immediately without any hesitation. No mistakes at all. Everything is executed with absolute precision and control. The rhythm starts to feel ancient, like something deeper and timeless is unfolding. This is where tradition meets power, creating something both grounded and explosive. Every movement carries cultural meaning, where every gesture tells a deeper story. The energy spreads like a festival, growing stronger as it reaches every corner. This is pure Bollywood intensity, full of color, rhythm, and powerful expression. Every dancer moves like one identity, with no separation in timing or control. The stage feels like a celebration of India, full of color, rhythm, and energy. Tradition and modernity collide in a seamless fusion of history and evolution. The synchronization becomes hypnotic, making every detail feel perfectly aligned. And now the intensity rises again, as the energy continues to grow stronger. The energy is now unstoppable, driven by perfect synchronization and power. Every beat hits harder now, amplifying the movement and overall impact. The formation keeps evolving, adapting seamlessly to the rhythm and energy. There is no repetition, only evolution as everything continues to transform. This level of coordination is extreme, showing total control and precision. It feels like a living system, alive with synchronized energy and precision. The rhythm becomes addictive, locking everything into perfect synchronization. You can't look away now, everything is too precise and perfectly synchronized. The complexity is reaching peak levels, pushing coordination to its absolute limit. And now everything prepares for the next explosion, as the energy starts to rise again. This is where everything reaches another level, beyond what has been seen so far. The entire stage is now in motion, as everything moves in complete coordination. Every formation becomes more complex, evolving with each precise transition. The synchronization feels unreal, like everything is connected without any delay. This is pure coordinated power, unfolding across the stage with full intensity. The rhythm is now fully immersive, creating a complete sense of unity and flow. It feels like one unified organism, fully synchronized in every single motion. The intensity keeps rising, as everything becomes more powerful and precise. There is no pause anymore, everything flows continuously without interruption. And now, we prepare for the ultimate explosion, with everything tightly controlled. This is the moment everything explodes, releasing all the stored energy at once. The speed is now beyond control, pushing the performance into extreme intensity. Every dancer becomes one force, moving together in complete synchronization. The stage is completely dominated, as movement takes over everything in sight. There is no separation anymore, as everything blends into perfect synchronization. This is synchronized chaos, perfectly controlled despite the extreme intensity. The rhythm is overwhelming, taking complete control of the entire performance. Everything is reaching breaking point, with tension building to the absolute limit. You are witnessing pure perfection, executed with absolute precision and control. And now, the final explosion begins, as everything reaches its absolute peak. This is the final level of performance, representing complete mastery and execution. Everything is moving as one entity, with every part connected in seamless motion. The energy is uncontrollable now, with constant motion and rising intensity. This is synchronized perfection, executed with absolute precision and control. The stage becomes pure energy, fully activated with synchronized movement. This is beyond choreography, this is a fully synchronized system of movement. Every movement feels final, as if each one carries complete meaning and closure. This is the last explosion of rhythm, with maximum energy in every movement. Everything leads to this final moment, after everything has been carefully built up. And now, the final pose, ending everything with precision and impact. The energy slowly begins to settle, with intensity gradually coming down. But the impact is still felt everywhere, even as everything begins to settle. Every moment still echoes, carrying the energy of everything that just happened. This is the calm after greatness, after everything has reached its peak. You just witnessed something rare, beyond normal expectations of performance. Not everyone can perform at this level. It requires extreme discipline and control. This is discipline in its purest form, built through years of repetition and focus. The silence says everything, as the energy slowly fades but remains present. This moment will stay with you, echoing far beyond the performance itself. And now, it ends, marking the final conclusion of everything you saw. What you just saw was not ordinary, it existed on a completely different scale. It was precision, energy, and culture combined in a single unified expression. Every detail mattered, building the foundation of perfect synchronization. This is what true synchronization looks like, with no delay or separation anywhere. The performance is now a memory, preserved in everything you just witnessed. But it still feels alive, holding the presence of everything that happened. This is the power of performance, expressed through precision and emotion. It was more than dance, it was a complete expression of control and energy. It was an experience, built on movement, rhythm, and control. And it stays with you, as a lasting impression of what you just saw. If you watch it again, you'll notice more complexity in the synchronization. Every movement had meaning, carefully designed with purpose and intention. Nothing was random, every movement followed a clear and controlled design. The culture behind this is powerful, rooted in deep tradition and history. You don't just see it, you feel it deeply in every moment of the performance. That's what makes it unforgettable, leaving a lasting impact long after it ends. Every second had purpose, contributing to the flow of the entire performance. This is why it went viral, driven by precision, energy, and synchronization. Because it's not just dance, it becomes a complete visual performance experience. It's something you remember, because it leaves a strong impression. And now everything comes full circle, where everything finally aligns again. What started in silence, ends in silence, after everything has unfolded. But everything changed, transforming everything that followed completely. This is what transformation looks like, evolving into a completely different level. From silence to explosion, building from nothing into full impact. And back to silence again, returning to complete stillness after the intensity. But now you understand it differently, with full clarity of what happened. Every detail matters more now, showing the depth of the entire performance. This is why people rewatch it, because every viewing reveals more depth. And it begins again, restarting the entire cycle of movement and energy. But now you see it differently, understanding the meaning behind every moment. Every detail reveals something new, showing more depth with every viewing. The performance is layered, combining rhythm, energy, and controlled structure. What looked simple was not. It required complete synchronization and focus. The silence had meaning, completing the full emotional cycle of the performance. This is where culture speaks, through every precise and intentional movement. The energy never really stopped, constantly moving through the entire performance. It was always building, leading towards something greater and more powerful. And now it's part of you, carried through everything you just experienced. Until you watch it again, and everything feels different once more. Because every viewing reveals more, expanding the meaning of every moment. This is not just performance, it's a complete expression of culture and control. It is expression of identity, brought to life through performance and energy. Every frame had intention, contributing to the full synchronized structure. Every movement told a story, unfolding across every synchronized moment. This is why it stays in your mind, because every detail leaves an impact. Because it feels real, beyond choreography and structured performance. And powerful, beyond what simple movement alone can express. And unforgettable, staying with you long after everything has ended. And it loops forever in your mind, with every moment playing back constantly.